Also, yeah, today will be very confusing. Well, I don't know if confusing is the right word. You'll see what I mean. So, as always, someone forgot to hit the add button until like way too late. So, extended intro it is. Doran Char. The same. It's the same old story. Hi, how's it going? So, yeah, today we're gonna do a bunch of different things. Yeah, like the main topic of the stream will be like web dev stuff. So, like I gotta program a thing. Have you ever watched Metal Fight Club by Hamatome? Now I know I have not. But like wasn't Hamatome also like one of a band similar to TBS? You know, the band kind of doing bullshit mainly and like music on the side. They have made a volume 3 and the Fight Club is against TBS. Ah, yeah, I've heard that there's something with TBS and them. I don't know. Really fun. Okay, sounds cool. Might check that out after stream. Well, yeah, okay. Got a lot of things to do. Welcome in, Cyros. Oh, right. Cyros, good thing you're here. Not in stream though. Yeah, definitely not. Cyros, I actually wanted to ask you something. Wait, do you have Discord DMs open? Because I'm trying to gather streamers for a thing. If you would be interested in that, I can just like send you a quick overview. Send you a request. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do that. No pressure. Just if you're interested in that, I'm trying to gather streamers for a thing. So, would be probably very fun. So, hi. Wait. Can I? Wait, shit, I need to replace the timestamp. Discord timestamp. One second. Heartbreaker. Let's just copy the full one. There we go. So, no pressure. Just let me know if you would be interested in that. So, now that that's out of the way, lots of things that I wanted to do today. So, yeah, the main thing will be some web dev thingy because I need to program something for Sunday stream. Sunday stream will be definitely something very interesting, and I can do that without programming anything, but it would be easier if I did program a thing. So that's what we'll do today. And yeah, I don't know really anything about web dev. Every time I did anything with like overlays and stuff, it was very, very vibe codey, and I'm gonna try to avoid that today and like actually program a thing. That said, like all of the actual web elements of it, I will have to figure out after stream offline because I don't want to like leak anything. But like the front end stuff we can do on stream. Yes, we will once again be doing a programming stream. So that's the main thing. There were, I think, 2 other things, but I've forgotten one of them already. Yeah. Also, I'm not sure if I already updated the stream schedule anywhere. I have not. Okay, wait, let me do that. Oh, okay, I just remembered what the other thing was. So, stream schedule on the Discord, Sunday. 5 p.m. Central European Time. As always. I should probably also update that on Twitch. I always forget to update the schedule on Twitch. I don't know, I always just update the Discord one and then forget that, you know, it would probably be a good idea to also do Twitch. Schedule, Saturday, skip stream. And add stream on Sunday. Yes. Do that at 5 p.m. A super special collab stream. Yay. Do I put that in special events or just chatting? I will figure that out once the time comes and not now. Imagine having a schedule. How on schedule have I been lately? I don't think all that much. I think there's been a lot of moving stuff back and forth a day. Wait, let me see. You can just go and like on the channel, and if you click on the schedule, you see the past streams. So Monday's stream was on Tuesday. Wednesday's stream is now. Last Saturday's stream was on Friday. Last Wednesday's stream was on Thursday, and last Monday's stream was on Wednesday. And before that, Saturday's stream didn't happen. Wednesday stream was there. Monday stream was there. Saturday stream, then there was like a bit of nothing. Yeah, so a lot of moving stuff back and forth. And also the next stream will be on Sunday rather than Saturday. Whoops. Yeah. Paintball 0. Tab on schedule, also 0. I wanted to disagree, but it is Thursday. Yeah. I don't know, just keeps there keep being things that I can't really move. In theory, I could have done yesterday's stream, but like a couple of hours later. But then I felt like, okay, it's better to just cancel it and do it today on time. And then I was late anyways. Oh yeah, it's also more than an hour later than... Yeah, so it's not even different day but on time, but it's different day and also not on time. Whoops. Hacking karaoke time? Oh yeah, we haven't done that in a while. We'll do that later. First, let's get all the other things started. Because, right, so the thing that I just realized that I need to do, you have to do so many songs. I don't know, I think my Discord counter still says -5 or something like that. Because it was just never updated. Current debt, -8. Not updated for like 8 months. Do TBS, who said that? I don't know, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything. Also, I can't do TBS, I don't know a single song of theirs. Well, okay, I know like one. And that would be very boring. Yeah. No, we won't be doing that. Right. Back to remembering old things. So, the thing that I already forgot and then remembered again and then forgot again and remembered again was... So, you might have noticed that my profile picture has been changing a little bit each week. And I think actually like last Saturday would have been the final step, but I'll just do it now. Upload photo. Because the thing is, I took the previous photo and the new photo, and instead of just changing it, I went and said 0%, then like 10% opacity of the new one, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on. And yeah, now we're jumping from 50 to 100. So, new profile picture. GG's. And I'll update that everywhere else after the stream, if I remember. But yes. There we go. Is that updated already now? I think so. I didn't update the title thing when you like open up the channel to an empty thing. But hey, I've got a profile picture that is actually me now. Oh god. My monitor is so bright. Whoops, that was the wrong tab that I wanted to close. Narrator voice. He indeed forgot to update it everywhere else. You don't need to call me out already. It hasn't even happened yet, but it will. Okay, actually that's kind of too dim. Usually I have it at 30%. We need TTS back. TTS has never gone. You just didn't use it. That's what I call a skill issue. TTS is in fact active. Not the like every message, not the every message TTS, but the I'm pretty sure that no, the redeem is right there. The every message TTS is gone, but not the redeem. Fuck's sake. Can I? Yes, I can. That's what I meant. Yeah. That's because the entire overlay is gone. I could like actually turn on the old overlay again. The thing with where you could like draw on stream and everything. But the reason
As if I would pay Chaos to have my message read TSTSTSTSTSTSTSTSTSTSPFPFPFPF.
Thank you. Yeah. The reason I disabled the old one was because I made a new one and then was like, oh, I can integrate the old one into the new one. And then like, instead of the awkward commands, I can do like rewards. And then I never did that. At some point, it is on the projects list. It just happens that the project lists is at the bottom of the recycling bin. Yeah. Anyways, so that out of the way. I feel like there's so many things I've forgotten that I wanted to do. But anyways. So, you might have noticed that I'm not having eyeliner on currently that I usually do. That is because I've been running late anyways and was like, oh, never mind, I'll just do it on stream. So, and also, I bought a mirror yesterday. Look, it's you guys. No, wait, that's the cam. And you guys are there. And also, can I... Also, what am I seeing? Also there. In like 2 versions. Easy. You did not, in fact, put that into TTS. Yeah. I bought a mirror thing yesterday. So, story time actually for that. So, I wanted one of these so that I can, like, basically do that and, like, travel. And, like, also, it's got a brush for, like, traveling, which is nice because then I actually have, like, a hairbrush. Hairbrush? Is that? I don't know. Probably the right word. Yes. So, GG. So, I now own one of these. And the thing is, there's like a shop that sells like a bunch of stuff, but like hairbrushes, eyeliner, and stuff. And I got from someone like a Christmas gift for like 20 euros, like a coupon for that store. The problem is, that's not the store where I usually buy like shampoo or anything, so I can't just say, oh, I'll just buy my usual stuff and like use it like that. So I was like, okay, what else do I buy there for like 20 euros? And then I noticed, oh, they sell like Steam, like gift card thingies. I'll just buy one of those. Except you can't buy a Steam gift card with a gift card. So, yeah. Then yesterday I was just at that shop for like, I'm not kidding you if I say I was there for like half an hour, more, like significantly more than half an hour. And was just like, what the fuck do I buy with 20 bucks of that? Like, because that shop doesn't sell any of the usual stuff that I always use. And I always use the same stuff. I I'm very much a person of habit. I have the one thing that I like, and I always use that. I have one shampoo that I like, always buy that shampoo. Oh yeah, apply that to literally everything. But I did notice that they had like, I don't know, like, what did they have? They did have like this thing, the nail polish that I always use. They did have the same one as the other shop that I usually go to. So I bought one of those. Then they had a different one for the black one that I usually use, but then I bought also one of those, and I was like buying a bunch of stuff, and then I noticed that they have like a green eyeliner thing, and I was like, let me try that. Let me try it. I have an idea. Basically, after more than half an hour of actively going like, what the fuck do I buy? I managed to spend 8 out of the 20 euros. So I need to do it 2 more times. Yeah, I'm bad at spending money, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, but like the one thing that I did find was like a green eyeliner, and I was like, wait, I could try a thing where I do like one eye in black and one eye in green, and that could either look very terrible or like quite cool. And so like that's what we're doing today. I was also considering one thing that I've been considering for a while now, where I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this. So I do multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube. And I used to also multi-stream to TikTok, except you can't. If you have less than 1k followers on TikTok, you can't just multi-stream from OBS to TikTok. You need to install their own app, and their own app just constantly throws up like super loud noises, like wake up, is anybody still here? Confirm that you're a human thing for no reason, which is really annoying. So I stopped doing that. But what I was considering is just like doing, I guess, get ready with me streams on TikTok. Oh god, I just opened Instagram and it was TBS. So shit posting. I was considering like, you know, doing a pre-streamed TikTok and then telling everybody, okay, now go to Twitch where the actual stream is happening. So like, you know, just doing eyeliner and like preparing the LED strips and everything, getting everything up and running. I was considering that. I haven't done that yet. Maybe I'll just do that while I paint my eyes. How about we do that? If I figure out quickly how to do a TikTok stream. Also, wait, I need to... Where's my tripod? Wait. So, let's do this. Oh. So, imagine trying to explain what the fuck is going on in this song to someone who doesn't know Tenacious D. That must be so confusing to everybody who doesn't. Yeah. That must be really confusing to anybody who doesn't know Tenacious D. Yeah, I'm just not gonna try. Just like Google Tenacious D post-apocalypto. It's like it's so hard to explain. Tenacious D is a comedy rock band based. It's like the short version. Oh god. It's like the short version. And oh god. Oh immediately. And they have made 4 albums so far. First one was just a normal album. Second one was an amazing movie. Definitely go check out Pick of Destiny by Tenacious D. Really good movie, like musical movie, like full-on album and also movie thing. Then the third one was just an album again. Also really like that one. I mean, the first album is a total masterpiece as well. How do I... Wait. Did I drop something? Where did the... here. Yes. And then the fourth one was really weird. The fourth one is just like a YouTube miniseries, like an animated series, but like one frame every couple of seconds and like hand drawn by Jack Black. Yeah. We gotta watch that again once I have a beamer in my flat. You mean Pick of Destiny? I would be up for Pick of Destiny. I'm not particularly in need for watching Post-Apocalypto again. Yeah. Yeah, Post-Apocalypto is like, it's okay. It's definitely the weirdest shit. Yeah. Anyways, can I... How do I start a oh god. You know what I hate? When apps go and like take over your like screen brightness for no reason. Because TikTok does that. When you post something on TikTok, it just ups your brightness to 100% and you can't change it. Okay, open settings, permissions, camera, ask every time, microphone, ask every time. Does it need any other permissions for stream? Don't know. Only this time. There we go. How do I set like how do I TikTok stream? Am I the old boomer who doesn't understand new technology? Blocking unwanted comments just got easier. I don't. Yeah, cool. Where do I set a title? Oh, about me. Nope, that's like an actual about me thing. Where do I set the title? Oh wait, do I need to like press the go live? Ah, there we go. Get ready with me. That's not how you abbreviate that. We just try that. Very experimental stream today. Anything else I need to start? I don't know, I just press go live and something will happen. Why is there a 3-second countdown? Hello, we are now live on TikTok, I guess. In addition to all the other platforms. I'm so confused. We're notifying viewers that you're live. Why? Doesn't matter. Anyways, okay. I think you showed it to me after we finished Pick of Destiny. Could be. I don't know. I only remember watching what's it called again? Post-Apocalypto once. But like I definitely did show you Pick of Destiny, and I will have at least mentioned Post-Apocalypto. It's really weird. So, right. Now let's actually get started. So, we start out with... Wait, I can zoom in here as well. Boom. With like eyeliner, that's like a thingy. Wait, I can do this. It's like really noisy because the cam is quite noisy. And if you zoom in on the noisy cam, then like everything becomes even more noisy. Why is TikTok telling me to invite Gianmarco Sorisi as a guest? I'm pretty sure he's busy. Pretty sure he doesn't really particularly care to join in. Yeah. Right. Now, testing. How well... Oh god. Immediately painted in my eye. Good. Is it... Wait, is it better to just... Oh god. Better to just like use my phone or mirror? Presumably mirror, because that doesn't have input lag or anything. So, I'm always... Or do I do this? Is that better? I don't know. You tell me. As I was saying, today is like very experimental. No clue what I'm doing. I mean, in general, I have no clue what I'm doing. But today more so than usually. Hmm. Ow. It feels like I'm just painting in my eye. Feels a lot more uncomfortable than usual. I don't know, maybe handheld mirror isn't the way to go. Or it's just because it's a tiny one. Or just because I'm not used to it. Or is the problem maybe that I'm looking with the same eye that I'm painting? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I didn't really think of which eye to do which color. Do the black. Yeah, I guess we do black on the left side, and then we try the green one, which is like, it's like basically the exact same thing. Like this is literally the same thing as the black one, but it is a different brand for some reason. Maybe they just like have the same manufacturer or something. Also, this seems to be broken off. Wait, this oh no, it's not the same thing. It doesn't have a sharp nothing at the end. Where's my trash can? Need to sharpen the thing. So, where did I drop the other thing again? Where did it go? Ah, here it is. So, step 2. Other eye. Wait. Oh, I've never tried that green one. I literally bought it yesterday, and this is the first time I'm trying it. I have no idea how it actually looks. Cool, cool. Interesting, interesting. Oh, I just realized I'm already in the software and game dev category. Imagine you're clicking on a game dev stream and are greeted by this. I should probably go to like the just chatting thing. I should probably go into just chatting before we start with the game dev thing. Story heard in a Discord, a girl said she was out of eyeliner. How can I go without that? Other guy responded with, I can give you a highlighter. That is really funny. And now I'm wondering, like, how, oh, isn't there like alcohol in highlighters? Oh, that's probably like very not good. So, that probably hurts a lot. Okay. Interesting, interesting. It just looks black, doesn't it? Like, let's be real. Girl responded only with fair. Yeah, that's good response to that. So, I just got a I don't understand TikTok live streaming. What the fuck is going on? Someone invited me to co-host with 2 other creators. One of them has an AI like profile picture. No thanks. Okay. So now for the other thing that I keep always fucking up. How do I do this? So, funny thing. every single time that I do this. So I'm not sure if anybody noticed yet, but like I always do like hexagram. I forgot the name. The exact there was a specific name for the thing that I'm always drawing. It's this thing. This thing. On one eye and then like pentagram on the other one. And the thing is, every single time that I go and do that, I go and like start drawing and or like I put the thing there and I'm like, okay, I know how to do it. Let's start. And then I'm like, nope, today is not the day. And then like I go and grab the keychain so that I can like, use it as a cheat sheet. So I know like, okay, I need to, starting there, go to the side, on both sides, then like go across and then connect them at the bottom. Like in theory, that shape can even be drawn without like lifting the pen because it's like really special and everything. In practice, that's not how I do it. I would like to have the mirror like magically float up here. Wait. Oh my god, I'm an engineer. Can I wedge that in there hard enough so that it doesn't drop? Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh my god, I am so smart. Look at that. Mirror holder. I am an engineer. So, let's see how that looks in green. And like if I can do it first time, because what I usually do is fuck it up a million times, wipe it away and then restart. And also I don't know. Oh god. I already fucked it up and I haven't even started the first line. Or like finished the first line. Oh god. Why is my right eye burning now? Well, because I use it to like concentrate too much. Ugh. Why am I closing the eye that I should be seeing through? Okay. Boom. Then across. And then connect it to the bottom. Oh god. What? Oh god. It's I basically filled it in there in the middle. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah. Happy little accident or something. I don't know. It's good enough. So, next. I use a different one for this because I bought this and noticed that it's kind of like not great. Oh god. No. Ah. So, yeah. So, how does the pentagram? Oh god. Wait. All right. Mirror. Mirror on my microphone. How do I do a pentagram? This. I don't want to jinx it, but so far this has gone smoother than it has ever before. This has never gone so smooth. Well, okay, no, never mind, I fucked it up. Can I save it? Okay, actually, that's way better than usual. Like, the pentagram is okay. Like, it's a little too small up there, so, like, details are lost and everything, but cool. Yeah. Done, I guess. That's it. So, what are we thinking of the green? Like, on cam, you just barely, like, in the eyes, you don't see a difference, I feel like. Like, you don't see that this one is green, and then, like, black below it, and this black and green. I feel like both of them just look black. And here, cool. Versus, I don't know. The green one just doesn't feel like vibrant enough, I guess. It just feels. Wait, what's that? What's the opposite of vibrant? When something is like barely vis- oh god, I can't do it with the cam. Like if what if I just apply a shit ton of it? Does it become better then, or is it? Oh god, it's really bad. Okay, on cam it's like really not vibrant, and IRL that helped a little bit. I don't know. It's trash. Anyways, done with that. So, and that's the end of the TikTok stream, because the TikTok stream was just to get ready with me, because otherwise my phone is just in the way. If you want to continue watching the stream, then go to any other platform. They're all linked. So, I might do like the in the future. Like I'm thinking of like doing the TikTok thing first, and then afterwards going live on the other platforms, rather than being on all of them at once. Like as a pre-stream thing, and then normal stream. But I don't know about that yet. We will see. Bye TikTok. And live. And live sounded a little bit harsh. Okay. That was 14 minutes. Cool. We have officially been live on TikTok again. First time in like a year. Well, I don't know when I stopped. It must have been quite a while. So, yeet away the tripod. Yeet. And yeah, now I think now it's time to start programming stuff. So change the category again to software, game dev, and then we're good to go. So, how much do I want to tell you what it's about, and how much do I want to let you figure it out? Now, I'll just give you a quick rundown of what we want to do. So, I'm trying to make like a game thingy, like a system that helps with playing like game. A game not like video game, but like imagine, oh, that's a German title. Werwolf. No. But like analog games. Imagine you're sitting together in a group of people and then you're playing a game, that type of game. I've thought of a game like that, and then that's what we'll do on Sunday with like a bunch of other streamers. And I want to make a website to help with that. To like, in theory you can play it without the website, but in practice it would be easier if like the website handles all of the RNG and everything. So that's what we want to do. That's the idea. And for that, we need to, well, I don't know anything about like web dev. So first of all, we need to like do the whole create the website and program all the functionality, and then I off stream because I feel like I will leak everything if I do that on stream. I need to figure out how to like make person 1 is on website and person 2 is on website, and both are clicking buttons, and like how to make that talk and everything. That I will try to figure out off stream. Oh well. But what we will do on stream now is create the website and like buttons and all of that, and buttons do things and stuff. So I have used JavaScript before a couple of times, usually for like weird overlay thingies. Which means when you have an overlay thing, you don't have any input or out. Well, you have output, but you don't have like normal input. Like if you, I don't think, do I still have anything? that's still active that's using JavaScript on stream, like any overlays or something. Well, the Python overlay technically, but I don't think that's on. Well, it is technically on, but I would need to refresh it. Let me actually go and do that. Overlay front, where is it? It's so small. That's what she said. Overlay front. I really need to organize my scenes again. Python overlay, refresh. There it is. So now that would be inferior on. I don't know if that has any input with JavaScript. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But yes, usually when I do stuff with JavaScript, it's just show thingy, not button does make show thingy. Or text box does make show thingy. So that's what we want to figure out today, how to do that. Now, that's probably something that can very easily be vibe coded, but that's how I have done all of the JavaScript thingies so far, and that is the reason why I don't know how to JavaScript. So today we won't use Chippity. How to make a button JavaScript. So W3 script app get. I don't care. Decline. There we go. So HTML button tag. So yeah, just button, type button, click. What does type button mean? Is that just the ID? No. Button tag, defensive click button. Inside you can put text and tags like IB. Okay, so that's like formatting stuff. Not possible with the input element. Always specify the type attribute for button element to tell browsers what type of button it is. Attributes. Type. Button, reset, submit. Ah, okay. That's useful. So let's... Okay, actually background color, useful. I don't want to flashbang myself all the time, so HTML set background color. Okay, it's just body and then style. Okay, so if I go in this thing. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Body style equals background color black. So if I now go to this dash, there we go. We have a fully black website where the text doesn't show up because the text is because the text is also in black. Let's just do like text color in general. Text color. Okay, that one. Style attribute. Okay, do I need to specify that for every single one, or can I can probably just like put a default. Set default text color for entire site. There you go. Okay, now I should like actually turn down the brightness here because it's hurting my eyes. Turn it to like 20. Also, wait. So, what I did not click a thing. What? Mm-hmm. Body. Oh, like just add a CSS thing. CSS. Base font tag. There we go. Not supported in HTML5. Fuck. I don't know which HTML I'm using. CSS text color. So I assume what we gotta do is... Give me a sec. We need a CSS. Wait, what's the naming convention for CSS files? I'm gonna just call it, I don't know, CSS. ak.css. And open with code. And do I then just go... Wait, how define CSS HTML? Cool. You can do it inline, don't care. Internal style, okay. Wait, I can just do that. Or link, style sheet, style CSS. Okay. That's what I was thinking of. That feels like a bad idea. Let's do that instead. Move to bin. And we go and say background color and color equal color white. That should work now, right? Yeah. Simple as that. Why did I massively overcomplicate it? Because that's just what I do. Can also say font. Nope. I don't think that will work. Set font. Font tag. Style. Oh, not supported. What to use instead? Font family. Ah. Huh? Why? I mean, cool that I can change it. But like, where Comic Sans? Okay, that's important now. Comic Sans. The fuck? Ah, there we go. Font family, Comic Sans MS. Like, why didn't it let me autofill that? Oh, there we go. Wait, does it? Neon. Nope. Okay, I can just change that later. And has struck the ball. So, cool. Visuals are here. Let's get to the actual game logic. So, the idea is, let me open Paint without flashbanging you. Oh god, just flashbanging myself. So, the idea is, I want to have like a couple of players, and each of them has like a page in front of them where they can enter text. So we have some text boxes, and then like a submit button. That's one of the things we need to do. Then it takes all of the things that were entered in the text boxes, saves them, and then does like RNG and spits out one of them. That should then be displayed. And then we also want to have some other buttons that do things. 1, 2, 3. And for now, I will just make them like send a debug message or something like that. And yeah, so that's generally the elements that we need. And then we need to just connect it up to things. Yeah, I've been also... Okay. Let's start with button. Let's make a button that just outputs console.log thingy. So we want button. Type button, click me. Do. So that's in HTML. Button. God fucking damn it. So button, type button. Test 1. End of button. And that should then be connected up to JSS, but we do that in a second. First, there is in fact a button. It is tiny. But like things, it seems like there is a button. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there is a button. Yeah, we probably need a name. Use CSS to style the button. I want the button to do things. Related pages. Nope. I could use like some JavaScript. What if I click next? Will it? Nope. Canvas tag button. God fucking damn it. JS. Nope. JavaScript button. That's the site we were just on. On-click event. That's more useful. On click. Test function, and let's give that a number 1. And then we throw in here define def. How to JavaScript? JavaScript. Wait, it's probably in here. Click function. The event listeners in JavaScript using the add event listener method. Syntax. So element, on-click my script, JavaScript object, on-click function. On-click my function, script, function, function, like that. Okay, I'm learning. So, function, what did I call it? Test function. Number. Console.log. Test function pressed. So.log. Number. And wait, do I need semicolons at the end? I think JavaScript just allows fucking anything, so it doesn't matter whether or not, if I remember correctly. So, F12. Boop. Whoops. Test function is not defined. God damn it. Okay. Either that's because I didn't restart the thing, or because I need to get the test function in here somehow. I think it's very plausible that I just need to rebuild the thing. I got reference, not defined. Okay. Back to reading. I can close that. So, button, on click, do that. And then script where it is defined. Now, do I need to throw that script into the body as well? Also, do I need to restart that again then? Nope, that's not it. Maybe without the defer tag. I'll just leave that there for now. Restart again. So, button. Nope, that's not it. HTML button JavaScript file. The link to a JavaScript file. There you go. Load the script into the page with a script element. Done that. Keep your code in a function instead of a simple. Okay. Find the button with get element and by the function to click in add event listener. Oh yeah, add event listener. Wait. Event. Wait, was that the useless? Oh yeah, that was the useless one. Nope. Huh? Wait, which one? Nope. Is that the... In JavaScript, using event listener. Object.event listener. Click my script. Okay, open that up. Function. Document, get a demo, you click me. So what's happening here? ID demo, okay. Document, Okay, let me try to, whoops. Let me try to build that. So we want to go here. Test function number, that can probably still work. Document dot get meant by ID. 1 dot add event listener. Click. No, wait, that's wrong. Whoops. The event listener needs to go to the other thing. Burn it down. No, wait, that's wrong. Up here I need to go and wait. Also, let me make that a little bigger for you so that it actually shows up on stream. Just realized I should probably do that. And that one can just be tiny. So document that dot add event listener. Click test function. Let's just not do that for now. We figure that out later. So button 1 is ID equal button 1. So I guess we don't need that anymore. And I think that should be it. I'm not sure if I need to restart the thing. Okay, so nothing's happening. Not sure if restarting helps. Okay, it does not. So something's not hooked up correctly. Gonna burn it down. Let's use this. So, fuck off. So, script. Just load in the script. Okay, wait. We have a button with an ID. Then reload the script. JavaScript code. Add event listener, click function. Isn't that like exactly what I've been doing? Like exactly. Document. Button 1, add event listener. Oh. Okay, I would have been mad if that was the reason. But I might have to just do this. Like restart it. Does fuck all. Let me just go and like do this. Like the demo thing. Let's see if that works, and then if we can. But that works. What's different here? Like if I move this here, does it then still work? It does not. I might need to restart the thing. I don't think I'd need to, but well, I'm not sure. Better safe than sorry, but it does not work anymore. But like that is definitely hooked up because it does those things. Do I need to wait? What do I need to? Creating the JavaScript file does that. What's going on? Why do I not find the script? Okay. So I was thinking maybe because of the folder structure that I've set up that it doesn't find it, but then it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense that the prints are going through, so I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Yes. Huh? Index error, what? Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is correct. And it's not working. Why is it not working? My function. Function is dead. Me. There's something definitely going wrong with like importing that. JavaScript mode. File not found. Nope. JavaScript code not running. Double check your typos. Confirm script tag is correctly linked. Error messages. Nope. JavaScript loads before HTML. That doesn't seem to be what's happening. God damn it. Man, I hate web dev so much. But what do you mean? It works in the one file but not the other, but... I just copy and paste that tutorial instead. My button, and my button in here is this. And get rid of this. Load it here because that's the same as in the tutorial. Does it maybe have to be loaded last? So we've got a beautiful button here, but nothing happening. It should alert. Adding click interactions. All of this is just decoration stuff. Interactive button. My button. Click me. That's just button with ID. Click me. Although I just realized that. Oh, that should be here. I would be very surprised. That's semicolons everywhere. I would be very surprised if that fixed anything, but nonetheless, we will try. So, this one does fuck all. Click me does fuck all. Script source. But why is it not working? I'm literally copy pasting tutorials. What are they doing? Label. Function reset. Username. Okay, so that's empty. So reset, where is reset called? Button, on click, reset. The reset needs to be in quotes. It is, yeah, is it? Let's try this, wait. Button, on click. On click, equal, test function. Let me try. Oh, test function is not defined. Pretty sure it is. But, so, test function is not defined. But like all the other things already print. So, I need to like say that file dot test function or something like that. Try adding type button on the reset button. Change the button to that, the JS to that, but I still get the same on-code reference error. Do you have the full code somewhere? That looks like exactly what I'm doing. Um, Although, okay, that feels like way overdone, but nope. How to add JavaScript to HTML? Reject. I don't want to throw everything into the same fucking file. I want to have an HTML file and a JavaScript file and reuse the same fucking function a million times. God damn it, why is web dev so complicated? I'm so close to asking ChatGPT and getting the answer in a second instead of clicking through a million tutorials. Fuck it. ChatGPT time. I wanted to actually like do it without it, but fuck it. Fuck that. Why not working? So So I have an HTML file with this. And the game.js is, do I give it? Why does the button not work? So let's see if ChatGPT can figure it out quicker than a million fucking tutorials. Something not working. Yeah, everything. Script is loading before the button exists. Okay. That's the first idea. I'm pretty sure we tried that before, but fair. Let's try. Uncode reference. It's placed above, button in your HTML, then the line. Then this line in your JS returns null. So add event listener suddenly fails. Add defer. Okay. Mixing two click methods, not wrong, but confusing. Yes, because neither of them were working. Add event listener click. Only need one. Isn't that like, okay, that's like exactly the setup we had before. So here, GPT just says do the other one. Fuck that. Let's also add defer here. Hey now, you're rockstar. That's exactly what. Oh, well, we did have it without the brackets before. Also didn't work. Seems good. So now we don't get an error message like we got before. Nothing happens. I'll just give it the whole fucking thing. The console at the start work. When I press the button, nothing so issue is subtle. This line in the HTML. You cannot put inline content, even comments inside a script tag. What? But then that can't be the issue because then nothing will work. Yeah. It's not the issue. That's literally what I've got. I've got an idea. Wait, let me test something really quick. If I don't load it the other way. Okay, so I just tested something. If I don't do the Firebase thingy, but instead just like open the HTML, then it's working. Which is annoying. So did you know that a lot of the time when you program something in WebDev thingies and you just press F5, then it might stay broken even though it isn't broken, and you need to press Control F5 to like force reload and like get rid of everything that's cached. This is annoying. Okay, so but I prefer the other version where it's like on click. Test function number Let's see if I can get this to work now that I know. Does that work? Should that work? 1. Force reload. That works perfectly. I hate it. I hate it so much. Why? Like, I restarted the entire ass thing. Why did it not work? The entire ass thing. Okay. Button. Done. And I can also add like a second button that does the same thing, but with the number 2. And roll that. Number 1. And there's 2. Cool. Now, what else? Next, I needed text boxes. HTML or like JavaScript. Well, it's HTML, but like, yeah. Input object. Verify select. Represent an HTML input element with type text. You can access an input element with type text by using getElement by ID. Create an input text object. Huh? Oh, okay. I get it. I don't think. I don't think that would just spawn a thing, right? Like a text box. Huh? Pretty sure that I'm misunderstanding something here. That's not in fact the same page that I had just now. Input type text. Two fields and one submit button. Test 2. Input was received as test 2. What the fuck? Why is the tutorial like that and doesn't just say like test 2 and then it's like, okay, your input was test 2. Fuck it. Anyways, we just copy that. So, build this house of memory. So, input type text. ID first input. Huh? Nope. Wait, what? Don't you need the... Okay, I guess you don't need to close that. Fuck it. Oh, because that's PHP stuff. Okay, wait, I just opened a different one. That's the same thing. Huh? Mm-hmm. What? Okay. Fuck that. Do I need the form thingy? Let's figure it out. Let's just try stuff. For WTF. Bruh. And then input type submit value value equal submit. Does that work, or do I need to wrap it in a form like it is on the website? We will see. Test. I mean, it's there. Okay, now can I go and say and console.log x should work? That's a global thing then, isn't it? Right. So, test. Submit. Null. Okay, x is empty. What's missing? I mean, presumably, whatever this is. How does the submit button, like, do I need to, how do I wire that up? JavaScript text input and log. How do I accept JavaScript user input in 5 minutes? How do I log what people type in the text box in JavaScript? There we fucking go. That's exactly what I want. Input type. That. If you want to just log to the console, let input. Input. And this key down. Display on the screen. That's. I might just wait. I might just copy paste this shit. There's the link to this for later, because that seems like a good answer. So we want. Wait, was let the global one? I always forget what the differences between let, var, and all of that is, and why JavaScript. Although that's where am I here? Test. Nope, that's not it. One. Type text. ID. Wait, did I not give it an ID? I did give it ID first input. Wait. Ah, that might be why. Because I gave it the wrong name. So. The fuck? Wait, it's taking the entire thing, not the text. Let input. I assume I need to go and say dot. Something in here should say test. One of these million variables. Can I go? Never mind. Why is it taking the entire get element by ID? Oh, and then I need to. Wait, how did the thing with the button work? Dot this okay. Dot text content. Let's try. Does that work? Empty string. Empty string. Inner text. If I submit. I mean, that should just work now, no? Yes. So that isn't the problem. The problem is, in fact, I need to somehow access the text in the input. That's the wrong thing. Let me close it so I don't. This needs to have like some tag that tells me, oh, here's the text. JavaScript get text from input. Dot value. I knew there was something. It doesn't give me confidence that it doesn't autofill, but empty string. Nope. Name. Textbox ID. ID search text. How long ago is that? 8 months ago? Okay, so that seems like it should be, huh? Document get element by plus value. Input, type text, ID that. But like, isn't that exactly what I've got? I've got input, type text, ID. Then in the script, document, get element ID, the ID, dot value. Huh? Let's just try the same thing again. And it will definitely not work, but we tried it again. But like, why does it... Why empty? The submit button doesn't do anything, but let's just... Huh? Why is it an empty string? Dot. Try that, whatever that means. Null. Dot on input. No, that sounds like it breaks more than no. Yeah, on input would be like a listener kind of thing, not like what the input is. So, well, how about I just go into tutorial? Why haven't I watched this like 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, what's going on, people? So today I'm going to show you how we can accept some user input in box of some sort,
Skipping.
and you'll likely need a button to submit the user input. Let's begin with the easy way. We'll create a window prompt. The first thing we should do is declare all. Then within the parentheses, what's your username? I will type in my username, press OK.
Let's skip
ID
through
that we're getting
that.
is the ID of the button, my submit. So within quotes, type this button. We're going the ID to be
So,
my submit. Let's see if this works.
where is the start of that?
The text within the label will be username.
Oh wait, here.
User input the professional way by creating an HTML text box. We will navigate to our HTML file. Okay, let's create an H1 element that says welcome.
Mm-hmm.
We'll need a text box. We'll use a self-closing input tag. I will set the ID of this text box to be my text. I'll create a label for this text box too, because if we're a user, we don't know what we're supposed to type in here. I will create a label.
Don't care.
Text within the label will be username. Then a submit button. Button. The text will be submit. I'll put this on a new line. I'll add a break tag. Maybe two, to make it look nice. For the ID of the button, I'll set the ID to be my submit. Let's see if this works. This is a little advanced. When we click on this button, we're going to execute a function, but we need to select this button. We will access the document of our web page, get element by ID. The ID that we're getting is the ID of the button, my submit. So within quotes.
So that makes sense, because I was wondering, like, how do we get the submit button to do anything if we just access the thing?
Type in the ID. Follow this with dot on click equals. Here we'll write everything we're going to do after clicking the button. We need a function. Function parentheses curly braces. Everything between this set of curly braces is everything we'll do when we click on the button. So first we need a username variable outside of the function. When we click on the button, get the text from this text box. We will reassign our username, then set this equal to the text from the text box. We'll use document.getElement by ID. The ID that we're getting this time is my text. We need the value of the text box, so follow this with .value. All right, then to test this, let's console.log the username. All
right. I feel like I've done like all of the elements of that at some point. Well, except the like on click thing. So, HTML, let's go to the HTML thing. Button ID submit.
My submit. Let's see if this works. This is.
Wait. Wait, it's not an input, it's a button. Button ID. It's submit button. Let's do this. Then submit button. Is that right? Nope. Dot on click. Set submit input Then we make a function for that. Function submit input. And that gets thing x equal that, except here we have first input dot value, which does not exist. Like, you know, doesn't autofill or anything. But that is pretty much what that tutorial is doing, isn't it? And then, yeah, let's just do this immediately. Console log that. And then I'm rather confident this won't work. Oh. OnClick is not a function. Okay, I might have copied it wrong, but onClick is equal to. Not sure what I accidentally. Oh, F11, I guess. So that should now be the correct thing, though. And as I was saying, pretty sure that won't work. That does fuck all. Wait, you don't even get here. The submit button doesn't seem to be doing anything. Huh? That does fuck all. Also, what's the empty string? Huh? Hold up. Why that not doing anything? I need to do like type button. I mean, I can also just... Can I? I can. Well, yeah, now we're back to like figuring out how buttons work. And I'm now confused why this one doesn't. Also, what's that empty string? Wait, line 22. Oh, this. Oh, wait, it immediately... Wait, what? Why does that immediately fire? Why does that fire as soon as we load? But on click. This should be an on click thing. Huh? Wait. What? Oh, equal. Let's just throw it in here. Fuck it. Okay. So now it doesn't fire immediately anymore. In here test. Ah, so that... Why does this one not work? But, or like, wait, why does this one work, but this not? I would be no. That doesn't make sense. Shouldn't this one just call this function that's here? Function need to be defined before that. That would be stupid. That would in fact be very stupid. So it will be exactly what JavaScript wants me to do, right? Because JavaScript is in fact very stupid. It immediately triggered. Let's ask Chibity. It didn't do well with the previous question, but why does this button immediately trigger when loading and then not when I click it? And I guess let's also give it the HTML for fairness. Why did I click Control S? So, classic JavaScript mistake. Problem. Calls the function immediately. I see. I see. Why not? Now it works. There we go. So, what does that help me with now? We can chuck that. We have a submit button with text box. Came in like a wrecking ball. Cool, we have things. I would like to have a button that allows me to add another text box. I just found an alternate solution to my problem that I was having. Okay. Bake me. So, what I want. Add this. Label. Equal. Is that? Then. Whoops. Perfect. Let's do a couple more of these. So that's one of the functionalities we need. We need text input stuff. Then we need text display. And we need buttons that do things. Then we need an RNG selection. Okay. How do lists work again? List. JavaScript list. JavaScript arrays. Const not mean. Actually, that's fine. Does const not mean that I can't? Okay, that just works. But why are we using const? Or it creates an array and the sounds values to it. And can I wait? I have an idea. Const article array. Just an empty one should work, right? Why is it colored like that? Works. I forgot what the difference between let const and var is again, but that just happens every now and then. Next. For the submit button, we wanna say article array. Can we say -1 equals x? So like the last one, the same way we do in Python. Is that a thing we can do? Like JavaScript is letting me do weird things, so I would be surprised if not. -1 is test. Array. -1 is test2. Never mind. Length is 0. Array append dot push. Why does it not give me like the output? Come on, tell me which end it's added to. Turns the new length. Huh? But why don't you? Okay, I'll do that. Run. You're just trolling. To the end. Okay. I guess I can read, but like I prefer looking at code. Dot push x. So I don't need that anymore. Here. Just 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, next, I would like to randomly select one. JavaScript. Random from array. A random item from array duplicate. That is very elegant, but like what? I guess this works. Let's do that. Let's say let's add a third button. Oh wait. Type button 3. Random selection. Select article. And there we need function random selection. So.log. What was it again? Okay. Article array. Selection. Var selection is equal that. Math.floor. Math dot random times article array dot length. So what that does is basically it says, okay, we take the article array and we say math.random gets a random number between 0 and 1. And then we multiply that with the length of the article array. So we get a number between 0 and the length of the array. And then this one just rounds it so that it's like an integer, so like a full number, not like 1.25 or something, but instead just 1. Only question I have in my head right now is, can the last thing be selected this way? Because I'm not entirely sure. If we round it down, there might be a good old case of an off by 1 error. We might need to round up. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. So select article. Test 1, 5. Test 1, test 2, test 4, 4. Let's just spam that. 5. So 5 can in fact be selected. Wait a second. Wait a second. What? Let me just real quick. Or equal that. We use that instead, so that we can also say console log genome. Because I'm confused about how this works actually. Because I thought I just realized the flaw in the thing where the last thing can be selected, but it's really unlikely. But no. So 3 times 5. The length would be 5 right now. So that would be 1.5, and that gets rounded up to 2 for some reason. That would be 2, gets rounded up to 3. Or like, no, index rounding down. Okay, never mind. Mm-hmm. 0.9 something gets to 5. Wait, if we have 0.8. Oh yeah, because index goes to... Okay, figured it out. It should be 20% each. Roughly. There might still be a tiny error there where it can't go to 1, but can go to 0. So like 1 might be slight. There might be a tiny error that is entirely not important. Like we're talking in the 0.0000000 and a lot of zeros, 1% chance difference. Your name is. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool that it works. So the reason it works is because the array indices go from 0 to 4, not 1 to 5. So if we have a number of 0.8 and we times that by 5, that means we receive at 4, which is already the last one. So that works. Cool. So we got that. So we got that working. What else do we need? Oh yeah, we want to remove it. JavaScript array remove element. Why can't I just like remove at index? Find the index of the array if you want to remove using index of, and remove that index with splice. So for that, index of. Okay, we have the index, so we don't need that. Only splice array when item is found. Splice index 1. Second parameter, remove one item only. Okay, so article array dot splice selection. Right, RNG num 1. So what we do here, we pull this entire thing out here. Oh, alter that. So we select that, then remove it, then reprint the thing. So that should be all there is to that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So test 2, test 4, test 5, test 1, test 3, and undefined because the list is empty now. Should probably have printed the list as well, but doesn't matter. It works. Okay. Now I've got the random selection. I've got some buttons. Right, button to display thing. Click a button to display a thing is basically the next thing that we need. So we add another button. Item. Well, for the random selection, we can just display that. Yeah, let's just display that for now. There, I can think of multiple ways how to do that, but that none of them are good. JavaScript display text. Okay, just go do that. Oh, that. Ooh, that's not what I expected. What I expected was, yeah, like that. Basically that. Using document write. What the fuck is that? This paragraph. Definitely not window alert. Note that. What the fuck is print? Okay. We will do inner text. So. Let's see. The article title. Document dot get element ID. That dot inner text equal selection. I never know where to put semicolons, so let's just add semicolons everywhere. 1, 2, 3. I should probably just like hard code these. So select article. Can't access inner text is null. I messed something up. Oh wait, I did not save that. So anyways, so that I don't always have to do that, let's say just 1. Fuck's sake. 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. So that'll save me some work. Select article. Test 1, test 3, test 4, test 5, test 2, undefined. Cool. Nice. We can style that later, but now we've got text that shows things. I just had an idea. Can I make a button that hides other? Yeah, probably can do that easily. Let's do that actually. Let's add a Brazil tag here. So toggle modes. Button. Toggle mode button. Mode. So what we then do with this is we go and say 1. Oh, that's okay. What I'm trying to do right now is basically I want to make a button that spawns multiple other buttons to like begin a vote in the game. And so the idea is you click this button, they all appear, you click it again, they all disappear. That far it should be rather simple. The only problem I see now is there might be a different amount of players. And so ideally this would work for all of them. So like it would need to... I wouldn't need to write JavaScript that spawns buttons rather than writing HTML and hiding that. Because JavaScript knows how many players there are, HTML doesn't. JavaScript create button with onClick. Dynamically created button. There we go. Function button create element. That's exactly what I wanted. That's perfect. So actually we then don't need one of those. We need toggle vote. That doesn't work. So function toggle vote. Let num players temp should be figured out dynamically. So let's hardcode that at 5 for now. And say toggle vote for in num players. Pretty sure that's not how for loop works, but for loop JavaScript for loop. Okay. For Okay, that's more like C++ than Python, which is kind of unexpected. Let I equal 0. I smaller than players. I plus plus. Console.log. Let's immediately spawn the buttons. So, how does button spawning work? Var button list equal that. Button list dot, what was the thing again? Push. Document dot create element. We want a button. Yeah, let's first, yeah, no, let's do button. Let's first create a button. And then we push that, rather than just doing everything at once. Button dot in HTML equal to bad idea. Let player list equal player 1. And we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say we have 5. Let's just keep that there. We could take the length of that now, but we will need to do that on a button later on, so let's just keep it for now. Button in HTML. Wait, let's move that out of the way. Says player list I. And button dot on click is equal function vote player player index. And console.log voted for console.log player list player index player index. So basically this says if we click the button, then we call that, and depending on which button it is, we get a different player index, and then it prints which player that is. Cool. On click vote player with I. Hope that works. Document body dot append child button. Then we don't need a button list thing. We don't. Oh wait, we need the button lists to hide them later on. So at first we want to spawn the buttons. So we want to actually do that just like when starting the game. And then we want to hide and unhide them. Okay. Let's program function start game. So when we start the game, we do this. Actually. And num players actually now becomes call player list dot length. Is that how length works? Nope, it's not. And then toggle vote. Welcome in, Melot. How's it going? I am programming things that now kind of work sometimes, but a lot of the time it didn't work, but now it does. Anyways, welcome in. How are you doing? So, toggle vote. Then needs to say height. Basically, we need a thing. Button list dot length. Just got my Chem Olympiad results back. Oh, nice. That sounds very interesting. How did you do? Did you win the thing? Or like, are there winners, or is that just like a... Well, presumably. Did you win? How did you do? And then button list I dot how do we height hidden equal true? That won't work. Went in with no expectations, came back with a bronze medal. Oh, congrats! I'm representing the country internationally. Nice. Damn. I mean, that's big. Like, bronze medal? Countrywide? Well, you didn't say countrywide, but like, assuming if you're representing the country internationally now, that means that's presumably like a countrywide thing, bronze medal. Damn. That's sick. Like, imagine there's only like 2 people who are like as good as you. Damn, that's really sick. Yeah. That is quite sick if you think about the numbers there. That means that everybody in your country, except 2 people, is worse at that than you are. Literally almost everybody. Like, down to a rounding error. Like, forget 2 people. Who the fuck gives a fuck about 2 people? Everybody else, worse than you. GG. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. HTML height element. Visibility visible. JavaScript height element. Let's do this. Wait. ID? Well, no, we already know. We already have the element. Height element. Style display block. Style display none. That. Style visibility hidden. Hidden and visible. Cool. Give a sec. So, versus let's just throw it in here. And then we need a start game button as well. Start game. Start game and start game. I also like my capitalization is all over the place. Like here why am I starting? Like what is this? Starting things with capital letters. That's not how you do things. Like anywhere. Like it's functions? What am I doing? I mean it works, but like what? Imagine someone else sees that. That would be terrible. So, I don't feel like that would work, but okay, start game. Okay, wait. First of all, let me get rid of these prints. Don't need those anymore. Don't need that either. So I'm calling the voted for player thing immediately. So that's wrong. On click vote player. Ah. How do I give it? Oh, okay, wait. That's a problem. The problem is I can't do like brackets and that thing because then it immediately calls it. The same error we had before. But I need to tell it that... But I need to tell it that it needs to give it that then. Okay, I think that's a case for GPT. Because I can't be arsed to find tutorials for that. So I now am spawning buttons dynamically and defining the on click like that doesn't work because of that same issue. Did I say that? Yes. How do I tell it to call the function with that parameter when clicked? On click, nope. Error function. What the fuck does that mean? I guess that works. Creates a function that runs later. What? Creates an alpha each iteration. Cool, but huh? The fuck are you on about? Huh? Okay, I guess I'm just taking that arrow cheat sheet thing and GG's. Don't care about the rest. Let's see if that works. Seems to work. Start game. What is for player one? Okay, cool. That arrow thing, that's the thing. Just copy the example. No, I need to understand what it does. What the fuck? The fuck is that emote? Egg. The fuck? That's hilarious. Yes. Button list is not defined. Whoops. I see. Boom. Now it will be. So start game. These work. Toggle vote. So that does fuck all. Wait. Var currently visible. True. Then here we say if is that not how? Wait, no, I'm thinking Python again. Then we hide it. Else, we do this. Cool. Start game. Toggle vote. The good thing is, hiding the buttons works. Oh, cool. It spawned new button. Wait, it spawned new buttons. Okay, I can just hide it and spawn new buttons, I guess. Oh. Right. Does that work like that in JavaScript? To just like toggle it around? It does. Cool. Very nice. Wind of Change, one of the best songs ever. Yes. So good it reunited. A song so good that it reunited Germany. Insane. Just think about it. Just that on its own, doing that. Incredible. So, now, what I'll do is we'll take a real quick break and then we'll continue with whatever we're doing here in a minute or so. Okay, BRB. So, I have returned. Oh my god. Also, small story time. I cannot be trusted with literally anything. So, the thing, if you look at my channel page, you might notice that I changed one panel, or like added a panel below for like, specifically for like, you know, these spam thingies that like just come in and try to sell their shitty AI art thing. Yeah, so I changed. If you look at the FAQ section, I added some instructions for that. Specifically for them, so I can point them there. So yeah, if you go to pageart.thebetteroff.com, then that is a very good place to sell me your shitty page art. Or also, you can alternatively, if you don't want to click any links, you can just send an email to I'm a massive prick selling AI art at thebetteroff.com. In case you were wondering how I spent my day yesterday, setting that up. Yeah. GG. Anyways, what was I doing? I don't remember. Right. Start game. So what was the game loop again? The game loop. I need to think this through. I haven't told you yet, so there's no chance for you to tell me. So game loop was at the beginning we have, let's say, 5 players, each of which needs to get like the 5 buttons, and then they vote. And okay, the voting system I will have to figure out once I do all the networking stuff. Let's just add a temp button that just eliminates one of them and changes a thing. Okay, got it. So also let me rearrange some stuff here. Start button. Toggle vote. Do the test function thingies do anything? What does the test function do? I might just leave them for now, but like add them to the bottom. Add them like way to the bottom. So, start game button. Well, first we want to have inputs. So, inputs. We don't need that title. Start game button. Random selection. Wait, where does the random selection get shown again? Oh, here. So, the game was actually instead. Cool. So, we want to start a game. Then we want to randomly select a thing, display it, and toggle vote. There we go. So, if we have a look at that again. Yeah, that should theoretically still work. Start game. Start game should leave them hidden though. The buttons. They should be there, but hidden. Hidden. And here we say false. So, start game. The buttons are there but hidden. Can I click them? I can't. Select article, test 4, toggle vote. You can click all of the things. Cool. Those are just there for flavor, I guess. Actually, fuck that. I'm gonna put that in here in case I need to remember how to do that, but fuck it. So, temp button. Or like simulate elimination button. Elimination. Simulate elimination. And what that does is we just choose a random player. Function. Basically, should do similar thing to this. Similar thing to this, except we don't actually want to throw them out. Just want to select them. Right. It's all coming together slowly but steadily. Get element by ID, not that. Eliminated layer. Plus was needed. Does that work? Let's check if that works. So, start game. Toggle vote. Select article. Simulate. Cool. That works. Now, what do we do with that? Selection RNG num. We need to save the RNG num. We need basically two branches from here. Either we are the eliminated player or we aren't the eliminated player. So var are eliminated. Why did that autocomplete? Wait. Why is that auto-completing? I don't know. I'm scared. If let's say if the number is 5. RNG num equal 5. Wait, what am I doing? Eliminated equal true. Could also display the voted for thingy. Or just like change the button color. Nah, we just display that. Vote button. Voted player. And we just do the same thing as here. Voted. Wait. Voted for plus this. So that we don't have as much terminal output anymore. Start game doesn't do anything. Well, it doesn't do anything visible. Oh. Voted for player 1, player 2, player 3. Oh. Cool. I should probably also like hide all the other buttons before start game. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So cool. So simulate elimination. 5 was eliminated, which means that that thing. Okay. Console.log. Let's get rid of some logs here. Test function pressed number. Those can stay because those don't happen anyways. Random selection. Cool. So we don't need the terminal anymore. Now we are here. Temporary selection, and that means we have two choices. Either we are eliminated or not. If we are eliminated, then we get 4 buttons. No, then we get 5 buttons. Buttons for some text. And otherwise we only get 3 buttons. All of this will make sense on Sunday. Yeah, so for that one, I just had an idea. I can reuse the vote function in different ways. Voted for. I can just reuse that. So, for voting phases equal I'm gonna give those text elimination guess DM guess wait GM guess then next, this one isn't really a vote, but final lists. And then the last one is final vote. And once again, I've capitalized everything because why the fuck did I do that? I'm thinking how I'm doing that. Just adding one is really easy, so using an index is easier. But then it's harder to read, but that's the trade-off that we have to live with here. Either I use words, which makes it complicated to program, or I use numbers, which makes it complicated to read. Let's do this. Then I have the comment here so that I see what's happening. So if well, on a start vote one. Okay, toggle vote is the first one. Need to remember who the eliminated player is. So throw that on here. Let's set that to 5. Wait, that can't be 5. Argentina. Well, we don't have eliminated anymore. So we don't need that anymore. Eliminated player is equal to... That's okay. Wait. Voted player, eliminated player. Ah, I forgot to change that. So, voted player here. Eliminated player is equal to Argentinum. Now, let's implement all the voting phases. So, if voting phase was 0, we do this. Whoops. That. Then else if it's 1, and we should go up to 3, I think. 3. Else console.log. What the fuck? By the way, am I the only one who always does that? Like, if I have a thing that... Wait, also I should do a switch case thing here, not if, else if. Is there a switch case in JavaScript? Switch statement. Switch case. Ah, cool. Switch. Voting phase. Case 0. And then you gotta end with break every time. And then case 1 break. Like this. Let's get rid of this. All tutorials say 0 auto, but I always just did auto. Yeah, I don't know. That'll work here. Anyways, welcome in. How are you doing today? So what do I do here? It was before display grid though. Don't particularly see the relevancy, but okay. Welcome in. Oh, you're answering the title. Oh my fucking god, that took entirely too long. Well, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Ah, yes. 0 auto, but I always just did auto. That took entirely too long for me to... Yeah. Welcome in and thank you for answering my question. Now, the unfortunate part is that my question doesn't actually have anything to do with what we're doing. It's literally just because it's a WebDev meme. Default console.log. What the fuck? Yeah, so what I was asking... what I was asking earlier. Does anybody else, like, every time when they have, like, a switch case or, like, an if-else thing, just add an impossible statement at the end and say, print what the fuck? Because I always do that, because I'm like, okay, it should only go there, but otherwise, if it goes further than that, that means something fucked up. And in that case, I will know that something broke. There's a reason behind it. It's not a good reason. So, right, so what we want to do first thing. Okay, let's see if I broke anything so far. Start game, toggle vote. Cool, so far that thing still works. That's very good. So in the other case, I ran one script with switch case, but in the end AI changed it to if else after a few hours. Why? Isn't like switch case the like default or like the better one? Like I know that I often fall in the trap of using if else because that's just more commonly, like if statements are more common than switch case statements. So like my brain defaults to if else. But then eventually when I have like 5 if else thingies, then I'm like, oh wait, switch case exists and that's smarter. And then I change it. So like I go that way around, but yeah. Probably because switch case only checks one thing, like some attribute in tag. Yeah. I mean, that's usually a good thing, because like that means more efficiency. But I guess there can be ways where that would be bad. Anyways, that... Basically, we need to copy-paste that, except... if I not equal eliminated player, then we do the entire thing here. So that means that the eliminated player thing isn't shown for the second vote, which is the one that where the eliminated player needs to guess everybody else. Yeah. But if ifs, it can be more complex. Yeah. So I think the cleaner version, or like what I have been told a long time ago, was that the cleaner version is switch case and also the more efficient one in theory, if you use it right. But yeah, like especially if you have like 50 switch case thingies, then it's definitely better than if else. Like the switch just says, okay, which value is it? Let's jump to that value. I always found it weird that you need to break out of it though. Because if I'm not mistaken, then like the switch thing here, like if the case was 1, without the break, it would go into 1, do everything in 1, and then just continue downwards through 2, 3, 4 up to default. I'm sure there is good reasons, or like there's good use cases for that, but it feels a little weird. Because it would feel like the default should be that it only does the exact one that you want it to do. But yeah. Like dict in Python. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see that. Parallel there. It was actually the first one I ever used switch case. Always used if else. Yeah. AI is smart to refactor it to different patterns. I don't know. Like, AI is good if you know what you're doing and you need some, and you need it to like give you the outline, and you just like quickly look over and are like, okay, looks good. Then it's very good, and I don't know. Like in that case, it feels like a downgrade that it got rid of the switch case. So not sure. Not sure if that would have been necessary there. Yes, so let's add a button to go to the next phase. Eliminate a player. VR. Phase. Next phase. That should in theory be... That should in theory be something that happens automatically, but let's add a button for that, because we just simulate a thing for now. Function. Whoops. Function next phase. And that just increments that number, right? Voting phase. Can I do plus equals 1? Console.log voting phase. Can I do that in JavaScript, or is it just like a Python thingy? I can. Cool. Get rid of that. That's all I need there. Also, I feel like for the next phase thing, we want to have all the buttons disappear. Let's do that. So here, we don't need to check here. We just tell it to do that. And if it's wrong, then it doesn't matter. Just hide them all. And currently visible is false. Good like this. Cool. Start manually, then just ask him the question how to do specific function. Then after a few hours, screw it, I just ask and not even look at code, full vibe code mode. Oh my god, the amount of times I've done that. The amount of times I've done that. So far works without bugs. Yeah, can work out quite well, quite a lot of the time. If I started with vibe code from the start, it wouldn't be as good. Definitely, yes. Took about 5 hours to finish project, yes. So, I feel like that's a common pitfall for me as well. I always start out programming something and saying to myself, this time I don't use AI for anything. And then eventually I will get to a problem. Ow, just poured some tea on me. Eventually I will just come to a problem where like none of the tutorials online help. Like we did already have that, this very stream that already happened, where I was like, okay, I can't figure out why the button doesn't work. According to literally every tutorial online, it should work. And then I asked AI why it doesn't work. Now, AI didn't help me there. In fact, it was just like a problem where it just cached the wrong thing and then the button didn't update to what I did. So in the end, AI didn't help me there, but I did go and ask AI. And then I've had like 2 or more thingies that I quickly asked AI this stream. I don't remember what they were. Do I still have it open? Nope. Wait, let me check. There were some tiny things where I was like, oh, this is... I could go and look that up, but like in the end I would just like look through 10 tutorials to find 1 line of code. Oh yeah, why does it call the function? And then I figured, well, then AI told me, don't close the brackets. Yeah. So, I very often fall into that same pitfall. Or like with a very complicated Python thing that I wrote, or like very overcomplicated thing that I wrote a couple of months ago. I was also like at the beginning let me do everything myself. And then was like, okay, let me ask AI to teach it to me. So like rather than asking it for the code, let's ask it to tell me how it works. And then I'll write the code myself. And then, you know, at the end, when I got close to the deadline for it, I was just like, okay, I understand how the Python part works. I can't be bothered to figure out how the JavaScript stuff works. Let me just vibe code that. Yeah. So, yeah, it happens a lot to me. But this time, I will definitely mostly write stuff myself. Well, okay, to be fair, I've mostly written stuff myself. I had to, like, I was asking AI twice, and just for, like, debugging purposes. But yeah, it can be useful if used in moderation. It's basically my thing. Without AI, it probably wouldn't finish it at all. Yeah, I don't know. Talk me about bind method. Never used it before. I don't know. I don't even know that one. Read talks about bind. Didn't make any sense, and don't even see relation to what I did. Better than explaining than talks. Script is just that. Yeah. I feel like it is quite good at explaining, but sometimes it gets things wrong, and when it gets things wrong, then that's very bad. So I like to ask it for things that I can easily verify. Like either if I already know the answer but can't think of it right now, but as soon as I see it, then I know that that is correct or incorrect. Or if it's something like, what is 1 + 1? 2. Or like, write me a function that adds 2 numbers together. And then I can just run the numbers, run the function with 1 and 1, and see that the answer is 2, so like it's right. You know, that kind of thing. I pretty much only like to use it for things that like immediately verifies itself whether or not it works. With like, you know, simple enough that it can't have like any side effects. I wanted to say something else. Also, what I found very useful whenever using any AI is telling it asking it what I think is wrong if that is correct. Because AI tends to agree with you. So instead of saying, here's what I think is correct, am I correct? You say, here's what I think is correct, and then write the thing that you actually think it's wrong. And then say, is this how it goes? Because if it then like disagrees with you, then like it feels like it's more likely to be correct then. Because AI just tends to agree with you. So like if you say the wrong thing intentionally, then GG's. Then it won't just blindly agree with you even though if you're wrong. It was a big project with many files. I haven't tried that yet. Yeah, me neither. Like I do try to use it as sparingly as possible. And like maybe as a like start off point where it tells me where I can find resources to research something. That is also something that I use it for. But yeah. Where was I? Get element, submit button. No, wait. What was I doing? Next phase thing. Have I already made the next phase? I have already made the next phase. Cool. Right. Hide everything. And then... Okay, right. I think I haven't tested that yet. So, start game. Toggle vote. Shows all 5 buttons. Simulate next phase. Hides all of the buttons. Toggle vote. That should have only shown 4. Okay. Yeah. What increases that? Oh, because I didn't eliminate a player. That's why. I forgot to simulate an elimination. Simulate elimination. Next phase. Cool. Nice, nice. So in this case, player 2 got eliminated, so we can't vote for them anymore. So in the third phase, we need to be able to vote 2 players. Well, let's just, instead of doing an eliminate thing, okay, let's do a switch case thing here as well. The vote player, switch case 0. Break. Case 1. Break. And so on. So 2, 3, and then default. Wait, I can just go and copy the default from up here. Wait, why are the... Everything is in the wrong level. Default. Let's log what the fuck, and close the thing. So, case 2, case 3. So, what do you want to do? If we're in the first voting phase, we just eliminate whoever we vote, instead of doing a random one. Oh wait, I don't need to replace the break, I need to add that. Player index instead of RNG-num. So here we say section is, wait, that was wrong as well. Article rate, Yeah, it should be player list. And And where was I? Player list, player index. That one gets eliminated. So that is shown. Eliminated player is player index. And then we move on. Do we just call the next phase thing here? Let's just call it. Mama. Ooh. Then we don't need the next phase button anymore. So, what's it looking like now? So, start game, toggle vote. Player 1. Player 1 was eliminated. Toggle vote. And all the others are here. Cool. That does nothing. Simulate elimination is useless. So let's get rid of that as well, actually. Take a break in here, and now the next one. I just realized something. So, start game. When we... That's the buttons thing. When we randomly select the thing, random selection, here. This will need to change later. Player ID. So, the player... Okay. Let me talk you through what I'm thinking right now. So, at the start of the game, we have a list of articles. We randomly select one. Like, each article was submitted per player, so we want to display the name of the article, but we also want to keep in mind which player submitted that somehow. That we'll leave to later. We will figure that out later. For now, we just like use the number instead. RNG number. Solution. Or wait. Equal RNG num. That. So we need that as a global thing. So, now, toggle vote. If we're now in phase 1, we'll player. Okay, we have voted player. I hate it when I just like randomly highlight things just out of boredom and then I accidentally click things. Let's do this. Correct. Solution. And then we say wrote this in here, but we say, whoops, I didn't copy that. Correct solution. And here we don't say that, but instead we say real answer is solution. And next phase. So this is supposed to be like the second voting phase. So like the player who was eliminated in the first round is now guessing who the actual solution is. I just came up. I just thought of something with the game concept. I might not need to hide one of the buttons. Vote 2. Not sure about that. I will think of that later. So, correct solution. So, shows the correct solution. So, voted for that. If player index. Wait, what am I doing? Equal solution. Then we want to display that. Let's just do this. Correct check. Correct. So, and else. Oops. Why did I do this? Wrong. So, yeah, point system is still missing. That we will, or like I will do off stream. Let's just see. Does that work? Start game. Toggle vote. Player 1 gets eliminated. Toggle vote. 2. Wrong. Real answer. Unidentified. Fuck. Oh, because I didn't select any. Start game. Select article. Toggle vote. Test 5. Oh, so I can cheat. Correct. A. Start game. Select article. Toggle vote. Toggle vote. And if I go for a different one, wrong. Cool. Why does it say real answer for what? What? Ah, selection, not solution. Oh wait, no, huh? Nope, that's incorrect. Wait, I'm in the wrong part of the code. Toggle vote for the player. Correct solution, solution. Voted for player 4. Wrong. Real answer 4. Except I know that that's not this 4. Ah. Because players go from 1 to 5. Articles go from 1 to 5. Indexes go... That will probably show the wrong thing. That will probably show the number and then a 1. Unidentified 1. Right, first I need to select the thing. Yes. 11? What? Wait, why 1? Why 1? What? RG number? Oh, ID. Ah, right. No, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. And we do this. That will hopefully then mean... Wrong. Real answer 3. Cool. Shows the right thing. I'm an idiot. I can't... I should just... Instead of doing this... Let's just say player list. Solution. Whoops. So, Player 2. Talk about player 5. Wrong. Real player 4. Cool. Okay. Cool. That works. Next. Phase number 3. We need player 3 to click 2 buttons. Or like, the eliminated player needs to click 2 buttons. Everybody else needs to do nothing. Okay, also in phase... Or like in case 1. So that's vote 2. I will up the indices here by 1. So that it's easier for me to understand what I'm looking for. Because like that's the first vote, that's the second vote, that's the third vote, that's the fourth vote, and so on. It's more intuitive than the other thing. So, what do we want to do? Vote player. So, toggle vote. Case 2. If... Oh, I can't implement that. Except if I do a simulated one. So what I'm thinking here is, if I implement like different cases for whether the player that is seeing the website is the eliminated one or is not the eliminated one, like, you know, the eliminated one gets a vote here, the other one doesn't need to vote in that part of the game. But the thing is, if I've only got one player here, then like that would get stuck in testing. Like if I don't get eliminated, then I can't move past because the eliminated player needs to do something. So I need to add a button to move on. I will add vote branching. I will do that later. I could like pull out the framework. Toggle vote. It's one special case. It's one special case, but I'm not quite sure how to deal with that right now. But in phase 2, let's say if player index equal that. Else. So this does fuck all right now. That's just there for later. So I don't forget about that. Wait, in phase. Okay, wait. In the first vote, everyone gets it. In the second vote, we only get it if we're the eliminated player. The third vote also. And the fourth vote, not. Vote player. That one we can just keep in general, because you just don't have any buttons to click anything. if it's not your turn to vote. So, case 3, third vote. We want 2 clicks here. Var third votes equal to 0. So, and then we go say plus equals 1. If third votes equal 2. Bad idea. Final list. Wait. Oh, there you go. Is a list. And we go and say basically, I would know how to do it in Python already, but I will need to Google something. Basically, I need to say, if it's not in the list already, append it to the list. JavaScript check if in array. Fuck off. So, includes that. Okay, that seems easy enough. If finalists that includes layer index. If it doesn't include the player index, then layer finalists dot push player index. And if finalists dot length is 2, then we continue. Then we say next phase. So case 3, all of them should be shown. So let's do this. And then we need to, okay, then we know the finalists. This one doesn't need an else either. The finalists one actually only shows 2 buttons, and then a third. I just realized an edge case thing, or like how I can reuse code more efficiently. How often am I using this? Only those 4 times. Because I just realized where I define that. I need to add another button. Oh, that might break a thing, though. That might break thingies. I need to wrap my head around. Because, okay, here's the thing about the game. So, I feel like I've not explained anything about the game, but it's okay. I'm just monologuing anyways. So, basically, in the third phase, the eliminated player gets to choose 2 players who go to the final. And like at that point, they know they already got shown whether or not their guess was correct. But the thing is, they could also just not include the correct solution there. So in the final vote, we have 1, 2, and like neither as options. Like here, basically, that person could say in the final vote, these are like one of these is correct, and then you can vote for either of them, or you can say this person is bullshitting, and you say, okay, never mind. They didn't even include the right one. And now I'm thinking, how do I add that button? I just add that button as if it were another play. Yeah, I guess. I guess. Let's see if things get broken here. So, where we create a button list. Okay, I have an idea how to include that. In the start game thing, I just add a fake player. Oh, wait, here. Player list dot push neither. That's how it works, right? And if I now go here, start game, toggle vote. All the players and then neither. Neither was eliminated. Okay, that's player index is not defined. Wait, what? Okay, that broke something. I've got error. Okay, I expected things to break. I didn't expect it to break like this. If player index is eliminated player. Oh. Oh. Wait, why is it not? Ah. Huh? Hold up. Oh. Yeah, I haven't tested in a while, so I was very confused why that is wrong. Like I used the wrong thing here, but I was very confused why that broke anything. Yeah, I need the play ID there. So, anyways, this should now. Whoops. Start game. Select article. Toggle vote. Cool. Now, the most important one. Vote. Okay. So far, it looks like it didn't break anything. Now, the only thing that needs to happen is the neither option should only be shown in the last one. So, -1. -1. -1. And then case 4. This one should only show the finalists. Let's do it here. If I not eliminated player, wait, includes, yeah. Okay, so if finalists includes, wait, dot includes, alright, like this, then it shows them. Or I equal button list dot length -1. So if it's the last entry, basically. So always show the neither option. Did I do it now? Toggle vote. We vote out the first player. Toggle vote. We say player 2. Toggle vote. We select player 1 and 3. Toggle vote. 1, 3, and neither. Cool. Now that doesn't do anything yet. But it will soon. We're actually getting somewhere. I'm like almost done with it, all of that. So we kind of need similarities to this one. Plus end of game. And then I need to include resets. Reset. There you go. For the next one. Let's do it like this. Because we need like a button to reset for the next one. Right, so If player index equal solution, then we get it correct. Else we get it wrong. Real answer, end of game. You can just do this here as well. No, wait, this is more complicated. Never mind. Because we need to check here, because we have the option like player 1, player 3, and neither. So like if the player 1 and player 3 things are covered by this code, but if it's neither, then that's kind of fucked. So we can say if finalists dot includes solution, then we do this. Else, correct check. Else we say if player index equals what was the last index? Would be the length. Player list dot length. So that's saying neither. Cool. And then there's a lot of points logic for that. Start game. Select article. Toggle vote. So 5. That's not eliminated. So 4 was eliminated. Toggle vote. Now 4 is guessing 5. Correct. Real answer 5. So now we say players 1 and 2 go into the final. And we vote for 1. Real answer 5. End of game. Wrong. End of game. Cool. Redo. Start game. Article 5. We vote out. Still not the wrong one. We guess 5. Correct. Then we include 5. And we say 5. Correct. End of game. Cool. That also works. And now we test what if the correct answer isn't included. That doesn't matter. So 3, 4. And we say neither. Wrong. End of the game. Fuck. Because it is 2. Wrong. End of game. So we're here. Neither. Just to make sure. Just to check where we are in the... Where we end up there in that situation. Do we go to votes or before to go vote? Neither. Wrong. End of game. Neither. So we end up here. Player index. I could just go and like console log player index here. And also that. Console.log player index. Console.log player list.length. Start game. Select article. Toggle vote. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. 1, 2. Neither. 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Player index. Oh, I see the issue. Because the false player is also in the player list. That means we need to. Yeah, okay, never mind. I now know what I did wrong. Because I added a fake player but wasn't calculating with that. 3, and now I can say neither. Correct, end of game. And do the same thing. 2, 3. 2, 3. Did I just test? Yeah, it just tested the correct neither option, and this is wrong. End of game. Ah, wait, I can just test it. Ah. Nice. So, can get rid of this. Oh, need more tea. But damn, that's pretty much the game loop done. Now I just need a reset and like all of the networking stuff and points. If we care about the point, like the points are quite literally, well, paradoxically, the points are not the point of the game. Mm-hmm. Bim, 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 bim. So like I could program in the points, or we could just pretend like we write them down, or like we just don't give a fuck. I don't know. Yeah, so what do we need to... Yeah, just things that hides text that doesn't need to be on screen at the moment. Then like the branches. Hide unnecessary stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then treat some special cases and the networking stuff. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Reconnect logic. Then, well, layer ID instead of... Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I just had a... Yeah, I just realized something I need to do. We don't want to select a random player. We want to select... we don't want to select a random article. We want to select a random player and select articles from them. I will change it offline. I can't be bullet right now. Will I? No, I will not. Yeah, that requires networking. That I will add that there. Narrate article array. The player array, and then things. What else do I need to do? Remote results. Okay, cool. But, oh god, I have not shown my screen for presumably an eternity. Oof. My bad. It's here. That's my screen. I've programmed quite a few things, presumably, since... Yeah. Do I want to know how long that has been like that? Do I really want to know that? Quite a while. Whoops. It's like an hour ago. Whoopsie. My bad. My bad. Anyways. Shit. I really need like a bigger thing than like a tiny square that tells me that. I don't know. Anyways, so I think I will call it a day here. Oh, damn it. It's been 4 hours. It has been a very productive 4 hours, though. So that's okay. Yeah. We'll call it a day here. And yeah, don't forget to tune in on Sunday at 5 p.m. Central European time. Same time as always, different day, though. For a very special like collab stream. Where we will test out not only this game system that I'm building right now, if it's done by then, but also like a game mode thing that I kind of made. I have no idea how well that works, by the way. This might be a complete mess. We will see. Like, this might not only be a complete mess from the technological side, but it might also be a complete mess in all other regards. We will see. Yeah. We will see whether or not anything is gonna work. So tune in on Sunday for a very special collab stream with a bunch of other streamers. You will see, just tune in. Yes. Anything else I wanted to say? Yeah, as always, click the follow button on Twitch, click the subscribe button on YouTube, click all of the buttons on all of the platforms. I hope you had a great day. I did quite enjoy programming here because like things worked for some reason. I'm not used to that. Yeah. Anyways, so I'll call it a day here, and as always, tab out. And yes, I feel like I forgot something. I don't know. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.